What's the difference between a rolled taco and a taquito? Somebody got tired of explaining to a bunch of gringos what a taquito was. And they were like, it's just a rolled taco. And they said, I have a bunch of those. And here we are. So I'm going to make taquitos, which are basically rolled tacos. It's pretty much the same. And bonus flautas. Yep. And I'm going to show you how to do this. It's super fast, super easy. Hopefully it doesn't take very long, and it'll take even less time if I shut up now. Because let's get to starting with this. Now, the first thing you're going to need is a bunch of meat or beans or veggies or something like that to go inside here. I have a plethora of meats and some cheese and some onions. We've got some things to dip these in, salsas and guacamole and all kinds of fun stuff. But the main difference between a taquito and a flauta is the tortilla. So a taquito is a corn tortilla, and a flauta is a flour tortilla. Did I say that right? I don't remember. So basically, we are just going to take these and turn these into our loveliness. Now, this is the only time I will tell you it is okay to microwave a tortilla. It's still not okay, but if you have to, you have to. I will allow it, and we'll just move on from there, okay? If you want to heat them the right way, cover them a little bit of oil, heat them in a pan, something like that. Put them in a pan, stick them in the oven, keep them warm, something like that. Wrap them in foil. That is fantastic. Or you can just stick them in the microwave, put a damp towel over the top of them, and they will basically, not too damp, just barely damp, and they will stay good. Now, what are these for? I'm going to show you in a second. And we have toothpicks over here, which, because they're rolled up, they fall apart. So we'll get to that in 2 seconds. But I got my work area right here. I got my meat. I got my stuff. Let's start rolling. All right. So we have our first thing here. This is a king size corn tortilla. What does that mean? It's a 7-inch tortilla instead of a 6-inch tortilla, or 6 instead of 5, something like that. It's slightly larger. Now this is going to have some chicken in it. So let me grab my tongs. I forgot my tongs. I have to forget something. I have tongs. Okay, so we have basically meats here. I have some short rib right here from some short rib tacos. This is done in a nice adobo sauce. There is some carnitas here because, carnitas, come on. I have some chicken breast and some chicken thighs. This is some dark meat chicken here as well. I'm going to make some of those because those are awesome and yummy. But I'm going to start with our chicken here. And we are just going to lay this out. Now this has a little bit of sauce on it, but typically everything inside here is fairly dry. There isn't much because you're going to do all the good stuff on the outside. You can do this chicken anyways. If you go to the grocery store and get a rotisserie chicken, shred that thing to pieces. Throw a little hot sauce on it, taco sauce, something like that. If you have a little enchilada sauce, perfect. Just throw a little of that on there, toss it up. You've got the perfect chicken for this. And how much do you put in? That looks like about a good amount right there. Except that's a giant taquito. Okay, so that's a little too much. You'll know when you try and roll this thing if it wants to roll at all. If it doesn't, that's a little better. I get enthusiastic. I'm sorry. Okay. You have to roll these really, 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 really tight because you want all the stuff to stay inside. Now, that is not quite tight enough. I'm going to try and pinch this in just a little bit better. And there you go. Now, the problem is that this is going to want to explode and come apart. Toothpick it. Basically, boom, I just push a toothpick in like that. Easy to get the toothpicks out. Toothpick through like that. That's ready to go. Let's just keep moving on. We're going to load up a bunch more of these things. You get the gist of how this goes. Why is there cheese sitting here? Some people like to put cheese in there. Some people like onions in there. Some people like that sort of thing. Generally, it's not something you do, but you can, especially with flautas. Cheese and chicken. Oh, it's so good. Seriously, that is amazing. If you want to do that, we'll do that in a second. But I'm going to skip ahead real quick as I finish making these because you got to do them fast. Otherwise, these tend to explode. So I'm just going to keep working. See you back here in 2 seconds. Okay, so I have 6 taquitos made right here. I have a short rib, carnitas, and 4 chickens. All right, now we're going to make some flautas. Well, flauta just has flour tortillas. This is a soft taco size 7-inch flour tortilla because it's going to be slightly larger. These microwave 15 seconds. There you go. I am going to do something really crazy with this. This is some short rib right here that I made into tacos with the adobo and the whole thing. It was pretty amazing. It was a test for a video. Might be coming out soon. You'll have to find out later. If it isn't out already, then subscribe and come back, and you'll see how this works. Probably. All right. This is going to get a little bit of cheese because that's crazy. I'm just crazy enough to do this. Okay. This is insane. That's what I'm going to do. A little bit of onion too, because dang, that is nuts. And we're just going to take our tortilla here, and we are going to roll this sucker up. Try and get it as tight as you can, otherwise stuff falls out. Okay, we're going to set that there for a second. I'm going to make a couple more here because I have 2 more tortillas. Now I have carnitas here. Oh, we're making carnitas. We're putting carnitas flautas. That's crazy enough to work, folks. All right. So we have a carnitas taquito and we have a carnitas flauta. Yeah, I did that. All right, that. What should I put in that one? It's carnitas. I'm just going with this. I'm not going with the cheese. If I had cotija, I might put cotija in it. Oh, that'd be crazy. That would be crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay, and I'm going to do something interesting here. This is my Guillermo's taco sauce. I love this stuff. I'm trying to get this commercially made right now so you can buy this. It is amazing. It is incredible. I'm just putting a squirt on there. What? That is going to be delicious. That's going to be super juicy. Just roll these up really, really good. And I will show you the trick with the skewers here. Now, this is the last one I'm going to do. And it's going to be a bunch of chicken. And I'm going with the dark meat chicken. Oh, because that's crazy. Now, one of my favorite things is there's a restaurant that was close to my house, and they had an appetizer which was chicken flautas, and they were just these little pillows of heaven. They are amazing. It was chicken and cheese. And this is Oaxaca cheese right here. Chihuahua cheese would work very good. Manchego would work great. If you don't have any of those, Monterey Jack is fine. Could you use pepper jack cheese in here? I suppose. That's your flauta, man. Do whatever you want to. But I'm just going to stick with, like real cheeses. That is that. Now, what are the skewers for? I got a bunch of skewers. I didn't know. I just grabbed. Now, we are going to do this as a raft. Basically, we have all of these sitting here. I know I'm a little off the side. We are going to skewer all of these together like this. Boom. All right, so these are a little bit long. If you cut this short, that is great. But if we spread these out just a smidge, they stand a chance of frying in between. There. See, we have a raft of flautas here, like this. What this will do is let you, if you're pan frying this, I'm going to do this in a deep fryer, but if you're pan frying this, trim these short, and they stay together and they cook all as one, and it's super, super easy. That is my time saver tip on this one. But basically, we're ready to go. These tortillas are getting a little fuzzy at the moment, so we're going to get them in the oil as fast as possible, get these cooked, and we'll be back here in 1 second. But let's transfer the camera over here, and I'll show you how to cook these. All right, let's go. So the taquitos are dropping in the deep fryer here. The oil's at 375, and we're just going to cook these down about a minute or so. That'll take it literally just about a minute, something like that. Now, you will probably have to flip these over, which is a pain with the toothpicks in there because they want to hang in, hang up on each other and get caught in the basket and all kinds of things. I'm really pushing it, getting 6 in here. If you put 4 in here, this is much easier to do. But then you have to do 2 batches, and who wants to do that? Just give these a turn, about 30 more seconds, and they are done. We're going to pull those out. So, in a deep fryer, it'll take a minute and a half. If you're doing this in a shallow fry in a pan, it's going to take longer because the oil doesn't stay as hot. Just make sure you drain all the grease out of the insides of them because otherwise that's gross. We're going to drop our flautas in, and that's it. All right, our taquitos came out. Here they are. They're perfect. They're amazing. They deep fried beautifully, as you saw. If you're pan frying these in a shallow fry, half-inch oil, something like that is perfect. Give them enough room to be able to do what they do. You got a couple of bits that like to fall out here. These got a little funky. The tortillas, what can I say? They cracked up on me a little bit. That's what happens if you microwave the tortillas. They do tend to do that. So there are better ways to do it. Just make sure you keep them a little bit moist. Otherwise, you get nothing. All right, this part is done. Boom, boom, boom. We're going to start plating a few of these up. Make sure you take the toothpicks out. Otherwise, somebody's in big trouble. Somebody's going to be very unhappy. Like me. Oh, so good. All right, flautas are cooking. They'll be back. We're going to wrap this up, but first, let's pull toothpicks. Don't need the toothpicks anymore. Oh, they're so good. Look at how pretty those are. Okay, we're going to take a little bit of that. Hold on. I have some crema here, some table cream. We are going to just make that very pretty. A little bit of this on top, as they're still smoking hot. Burning my fingers, trying to get the toothpicks out. This will melt down in here, and you have taquitos right there. They're amazing, they're awesome, they're incredible. Let's get back to the flautas here in 2 seconds. We'll get those, and then we'll wrap the video up, because I'm trying to do this faster than I normally do, because I don't really want a 20-minute video here, and you don't want a 20-minute video here. So those should be done. We'll be back in 1 second. The flautas have been in here a little over a minute, about 1 minute and 10 seconds, something like that. We're going to give this a turn, flip this over. It's probably easier with 2 sets of tongs, but yeah, they just flip those over, give them another 30 seconds on the other side, and they are crispy, and these are ready to go. Just drain these as well, get all the oil out of the inside, and we are ready to eat. All right, these are out. Our flautas are here. I lost my tongs. I found my tongs. Let's get these suckers out. They are scorching hot. I have 2 baskets because, there you go. Now we are going to try to pull this out without ruining it. Hey, so we got a skewer right there. I'm gonna go this way because I got a little bit more room to grab on this end. Yeah. Give it a twist, that helps. Boom, pull it clean. There's cheese on it. That's a good sign. That is a darn good sign. That right there is amazing, and we are going to take these suckers here and these guys. I'm going to cut into one of these and show you the inside. That's hot. I have asbestos fingers, but even I felt that. So they came out of the fryer. That's weird. We are going to dress these as well with our little bit of our Guillermo's taco sauce. That is a really nice, smoky. It has chili de árbol in it. If you don't know what that is, that's the stuff that makes your tongue numb. Oh, so numb. Oh, the right kind of numb. Look at how pretty that is. And we're just going to put a little bit of our cheese on the outside here. If you want to spoon a little guacamole on it, that seems like a complete waste to me anyways, because what that's going to do is make this really, really not crunchy very quickly. I just dip it in our guacamole and our salsa. Yeah, because we have all of this here. Look at how incredible that looks. That's beautiful. I'm going to cut in this guy, and you're going to see, so crunchy, so flaky, so amazing, so incredible. That is so hot. You can see the inside. Okay, that is how you make flautas. That's how you make taquitos. Don't call them rolled tacos because you don't want to sound like a gringo. Come on. Taquitos, flautas, Easy peasy. Put any meat you want in there. You can even put just beans in there and make the vegetarian. However you want to do that, that is up to you. But now you know how to make them, and I can't wait to hear your comments on how they turned out. So thanks for watching this video, and I hope to see you on the next one, which will be easy if you hit the subscribe thing down there. And there's a fly on my wrist. And if you hit the bell, YouTube will tell you when my next video comes out, and then you won't miss it, because you don't want to miss stuff like this, do you? No. Okay, cool. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.